Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. In today's video, I will finally be talking about Olaplex after mentioning it in virtually every video I've uploaded so far on this channel. So it's about high time I talk about this. Just to be clear, I really do believe that Olaplex made the difference between my hair being stuck at shoulder length and finally growing out. So you will never get me to say anything bad about the brand. Although, of course, I know there's been some controversy surrounding the brand and, people losing their hair and having all types of troubles. I cannot confirm any of it. I've been using it safely for over 4 years. So if you're looking for controversy, go somewhere else. Without further ado, let's talk about all of the products between number 0 and number 8. Here it is. These are all the products I've tested and have extensive experience with. So yeah, let's go. Starting with number 0, honestly, the biggest disappointment out of all of the products I've tested from Olaplex. So this is essentially a primer. You're supposed to prime your hair with this before adding number 3 on top, and it's supposed to get you better results than with number 3 standalone. Honestly, I cannot confirm it. I don't think it's a false advertisement, absolutely not. I can smell that it does something. It smells like very chemically. It smells like almost like a perm. So there is something going on, something is happening to my hair. But I think when it comes to just the results that you get for the extra time and the extra money that you spend on this product, I just don't think it's worth it. So if you are at the beginning of your Olaplex journey and you're thinking about what should you get, what should you not get, Olaplex number 0 is the last of all the products I've tried that I would recommend you start with. Moving on to number 1 and number 2, they kind of belong together. They are, oh, that's number 3, sorry. Where's number 2? There it is, okay. So when it comes to number 1 and number 2, these are the professional products, essentially. They are not for sale to private, regular people like me, but I managed to get them online anyway in something like a travel kit. And that travel kit was still like 90 euros, which is insane, okay? But out of that travel kit, you get a good 5 or 6 uses, which is a lot because individually you would pay about 70 euros per sitting, or 70 to 100 euros per Olaplex professional sitting, at least where I live. So in that regard, it's definitely a bargain. Nonetheless, I will not repurchase. As you can tell, this is empty. This is virtually empty, and I will not repurchase, not because I don't believe in these actually working. I think Olaplex number 1 made a huge difference for me. I just think that health-wise, my hair is at a point where I just don't need this super strength product anymore. On the other hand, this also means that if you are at the beginning of your health journey, you're struggling with like breakage, you're struggling with getting your hair healthy and strong, trying Olaplex number 1 and number 2 and maybe using it every other month for a treatment or 4 times a year for a treatment, I think this can really get you over the hill when it comes to retaining length. And I do recommend both products, but keep in mind they are very expensive and there are other ways you can get your hair to become healthy without these products. So from my experience, number 1 and number 2, excellent products, but very expensive and definitely nothing for a long-term regimen. They're really only starter products to get your hair to a certain health status, and then you start skipping them. Moving on to number 3, as I said in my other video, honestly, maybe the most hyped product out of all the Olaplex products. Like no product from Olaplex has more videos on YouTube, I think, than number 3. What can I say about it? This is, again, a very strong product. So if you're struggling with retaining your length, if you're struggling, with breakage, with, just generally feeling like your hair is weak, number 3 is an exceptional product. Do I think that you need number 1 and number 3 in your collection? Absolutely not. Like, pick a battle. Either spend the extra money in number 1 and use that, or buy number 3. There's absolutely no need to do what I did and buy both, because while this is lower strength than number 1 and number 2 together, it's still a very strong product, and it's also relatively expensive. How much is this? Like 30 euros or so, 35 euros for this like little, 3 fluid ounces bottle. So no need to buy both, either number 3 or number 1 and number 2. Generally speaking, It's really good at repairing superficial damage when it comes to your hair. I really do think it holds its value in the sense that it is a bond builder, and if you use it correctly, also meaning not too often, then it's an exceptional product. I think where many people run into issues with when it comes to number 3 is that they think it's a conditioner, like, you know, any other conditioner, and that instead of using a moisturizing one, they can just use this. Don't be stupid. Honestly, don't make that mistake. This is not a moisturizer. This is a bond builder, and you still need something in your routine that actually moisturizes your hair. And then this is for bond building, for repairing damage. Moving on to Holy Grail territory, and we're here with the Olaplex shampoo, which is number 4. I love this product. This is my shampoo. So never ask me what shampoo are you using. This is the shampoo I use. I talked about this in my other video. It's a moisturizing shampoo, so it's not super drying while still being strong enough to actually clean your scalp. This is an exceptional product. I have these in massive bottles. They used to make them in like 2-liter bottles. Nowadays, they only make them in like 1-liter bottles, but this is like how committed I am to this product that I buy the really big bottles. And it's definitely a shampoo I also recommend to people with a sensitive scalp. I generally have super sensitive skin. I have loads of allergies. I think it's also partially from that. I just need to be very careful because my scalp both starts to flake very easily and it also starts to itch very easily. So Olaplex is a great product for people who struggle with that. So if you have sensitive skin on your scalp, this is a very mild shampoo. It's really good for your hair. It doesn't do damage while still cleaning. So yeah, I'm gonna stop raving now, but number 4 is an exceptional shampoo. If you're in the market for a new shampoo, you need something that works, number 4 is it. Moving on to number 4, which is, I guess, still Holy Grail territory, but I'm less passionate about it, I guess. So this is, sorry for the bottle, but this is like the traditional Olaplex conditioner. If you ask people what sort of conditioner are they using, if they're not using number 3, it's usually number 5. It is not a super strong product from Olaplex in comparison, for instance, to number 3. Nonetheless, it does the everyday job. And when I say everyday job, I do not mean use this on every day. I use this about, out of 3 washes, I use this once. This is, you know, usually what I do. And I found this is great for repairing very superficial damage. It's about strengthening your hair throughout your journey. It's a really good conditioner for people whose hair has reached a certain health status and you want to maintain it. It's not that great at actually creating that health status. And I had to realize the sad way that it wasn't actually strong enough to really help with my hair. That's when I initially bought number 1 and then number 3. And once that was established, I could switch back to number 5. And I think I'm going to stick with number 5. I have, again, massive bottles of these and I really love the product. Highly recommend it. Moving on to another disappointment, which is Olaplex number 6. And this is their leave-in conditioner and they call it a bond smoother. And this product does nothing for me. I really feel like this is formulated for fine hair. It's formulated for European textured hair. It's a leave-in conditioner for European textured hair. And my hair is just thicker, it's coarser, and it just needs more product for a good result. And this is just too lightweight. So if you have, like me, African textured hair that is naturally high porosity, this is not a leave-in conditioner I would recommend to you, especially not for the price. But this doesn't mean that this is a bad product, it's just not strong enough. Moving on to number 7, and honestly, guys, I don't know what it is about this product. So I think this is like my 3rd bottle, but you can tell I barely used it up. But I did go through 2 entire bottles of these until I realized that it was actually messing with my hair. I don't know what it is about oils in general, natural oils, but also this sort of, I guess, more superficial stuff, but it does something really strange with my hair. Whenever I use this stuff, my hair starts to like puff up really weirdly. And then if I like sit on the couch, you can't tell with my piano, like my hair will move up like this and it will stay like this. Let me just put my hand behind it so you can tell. Like my hair will move up from the couch or from the bed, or if I'm laying down or doing whatever, and it will move up like this and it will stay like in this little like nest or so here in the back. I don't know what's going on with that, but like something about this oil is messing with my texture. I do think in a way it is suffocating my strands, like all oils do. And just generally, I want to say when it comes to high porosity hair, do watch your hair with oils and don't buy in this hype and idea that just because you have a dry hair texture, you need an oil in your routine at all. Because I'm currently not using any oils in my routine and I feel like my hair is better for it. So number 7, holy grail for many people. So I can't say it's a terrible product for everyone, but it is a terrible product for me and I do not recommend it. Final product for this video is number 8. I talked about this also in my other video. Number 8 has been a holy grail for me for the longest. I used it as a leave-in conditioner, although it's supposed to be a mask. So I used it as a leave-in conditioner, just never washed it out. And I have to say, this is pretty much what number 6 is for other people. It's just stronger, it's heavier, and I think it does the trick that number 6 does for lighter textured hair. When it comes to number 8, I still have like 3 bottles of this left, which I will use up at some point, but it actually will otherwise be phased out of my routine because again, I think I'm past needing it in my routine. My hair is at a point with its health that I don't think I need such a strong product as a leave-in conditioner. Plus, nowadays, there are brands who simply make better leave-in conditioners. Even when it comes to like bond builders, there are leave-in conditioners which are just even better than number 8. So again, for the very hefty price of I think 30 euros or so for one of these bottles, it just isn't the best on the market anymore. You can get a leave-in conditioner for 30 euros or more, which is better at whatever number 8 is claiming to do. To summarize, if you are at the beginning of your Olaplex journey, from a high porosity hair girly to the next, I recommend the shampoo number 4. It's an exceptional shampoo. It's a moisturizing shampoo. It still will clean your hair and your scalp. It's a great shampoo. I also recommend, if you have a lot of damage, that you either go ahead and purchase the travel kit with number 1 and number 2 for like massive damage and you use that 4 times a year, and then you can, on top of that, or instead of that, buy number 3 as a super strength bond builder. That's what I also recommend. If you're someone where you say your hair health is at a point where you're kind of comfortable with it, but not 100% yet still, I recommend you buy number 8, either as a leave-in or as a mask, and or number 5, where is it? As a regular conditioner, which you should use not more than any other wash. Like I said, out of 3 washes, I use it once, okay? So these are all of the products I recommend, and I hope this video was very informative. If you have any questions, let me know, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.